So if you guys feed your leopard geckos mealworms, then you've probably occasionally encountered pupae before, like in the boxes. Now, for example, here is a regular mealworm and here is the pupa. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically it's like mealworms are actually the larvae of beetles, and they become pupa, and then they become the beetles themselves. And while generally people know that you're not supposed to feed the beetles, some people are wondering if you're allowed to feed the pupa when they're still soft. Well, there's a lot of different opinions about this online, but the general consensus is that it's okay to feed the pupa as long as they're still light in color and really soft. Once they darken and become a lot harder to chew, then that's when you can't give them to your gecko anymore. Of course, if you don't want to risk it, then you can just only feed the regular mealworms, and once they become pupa, you can either choose to let them become adults and then breed them, although that's a very difficult process that takes like a lot of time, or you could simply, throw them out into the trash. Now, personally, I don't think it's a good idea to waste, all that food for your gecko. Like, a lot of the time I'll get mealworms that are almost pupa, or, containers that just contain a lot of pupa already, and I wouldn't want to waste all that pupa, so I do feed them to my gecko. Now, pupa usually don't move around as much, so I usually have to use pincers or my finger to move them around, since leopard geckos are attracted to movement when they're hunting. And as you can see here, once he's locked on, like once he sees the pupa, he will still go for it and eat it. And so far there haven't been any problems with this, and most people in the community think this is acceptable. Now, the reason you're not allowed to feed mealworm beetles and pupa that become too hard is because they develop exoskeletons that are really hard to digest for leopard geckos. And well, first of all, the gecko might not even try and eat them because it knows that it'll be really hard to digest. And if it does go and try and eat them, well then their shells can cause impaction. And if you don't know what impaction is, I will be making a video on that shortly. But online you can find a lot of resources that you can use to do more research on impaction. Basically what it is there's debris that blocks the leopard gecko's digestive tract from working properly, and it's a really serious problem. It can even cause death sometimes, so it's definitely something you want to avoid, and that's why most owners wouldn't take the risk of feeding beetles to their gecko. And that brings us to the end of this quick little video. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you found it useful, hopefully subscribe and leave a like down below. Really appreciate the support. And if you have any feedback, comments, suggestions, whatever, well, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. As always, your feedback is really welcome and appreciated. Well, that's it for today. Bye!